Hello everyone, I'm Brad Hufft and I'm here with Craig Von Berg.
Hello.
And we're talking to you today about what we're doing in our Jazz Rock History Music 187 course.
The course is an Area IC course, which of course means integration, and we're talking about music, in particular jazz and rock history in the context of this last century and society. Our goals are to move it from a traditional face-to-face class to a hybrid format. We already have most of the content now delivered online, and our goal is also to flip the classroom. So the classroom experience is going to be mostly discussion. We're in the process of hybridizing the course. Our objective is to, again, completely deliver the learning material online and then discuss it in class. We want to do this while maintaining or even increasing the rigor of the material and the assessment of that. To create an interactive classroom where there's a lot of interaction between students. We're taking measures to ensure that everyone participates instead of just those 2 or 3 people that tend to raise their hand and want to speak in a classroom environment, including discussion groups where everybody has to participate. There's going to be a focus on more effective assessment methodologies as we go along.
Some of the things that we want to do as we develop this online content is we want to make the navigation as easy as possible and also, of course, as consistently as possible, because I think that's one of the things that generates ease. Folks see the same thing every time they open up the Blackboard page, and they get used to what they're doing. Each learning module has what we hope are clear learning goals, and we are trying to be very consistent with how the text is displayed, how the videos are delivered. Working with this system is not without its challenges. Just a few of them is the use of music streaming from the server, especially when applied to a online listening quiz. The QuickTime has to be installed. We solved it this time with an audio check for students. It didn't work for all of them, so we're working on solving that problem, and we hope to. And none of this content is really working effectively on mobile devices unless they have a Flash Player app. So we're going to take you kind of into what we're doing with the course. Here, when they first open up their course documents, this is the page they'll see. Well, not complete, but there's a course content part, writing assignments. The listening assignments are here, and there are other things, but this is just kind of a glance at it. And then when they open the course content, they'll find the various units. Here is our first unit, Jazz up until World War II. When they open that, they will see a series of learning modules. Here is the one on the African diaspora. You can see the learning goals that they will see right at the beginning. And we want to make those. These are not the goals of the little facts that we might use in a quiz, but the kind of things that they could discuss in a broad discussion session, philosophical, social, and cultural kinds of issues. When they open the learning module, you'll see that they are going to find, here is a little mini lecture that was done on Screencast-O-Matic, and then as they scroll down the page, there are videos embedded with text that explains certain aspects of, in this case, the African diaspora.
And we should probably add that we used some Screencast-O-Matic type of screen capturing software and created those lecture videos and posted them on YouTube on our own channels that are made unlisted. The videos are made unlisted, which means that in a general search on YouTube they can't be found, but they can be embedded in Blackboard, so that makes it very useful and effective for us. The assessment of the learning goals and flipping the classroom. We are doing everything we can to stick to assessing what we're espousing our learning goals are, as we found in the past that perhaps we're a little bit off on that. So in so doing, we're having class discussions, in-class discussion panels whereby students are picked at random from our roster, and they come down and occupy a panel, And the discussion is on the material that they are currently studying, and of course prompted by us and by PowerPoint questions that we have. And they're responsible for the material both in the textbook and in online content. We also have a set of peer assessments and self-assessments of their writing assignments, of which there are two major ones. The largest of the term papers is actually broken into sections, and they will write these sections at different points during the semester and have an opportunity to both self-assess using a guide that we've developed, and in a class session have peers evaluate them using those assessment guides, as well as pointed questions that we're going to deliver, and also use iClickers, which we've utilized in this class for a while, to get a sense of how the students are doing, and also how the reviewer is doing with the process. And they of course get points for that in the class. They walk away with a sheet that has several check boxes and written comments, so that they can go and make improvements on their rewrite of that portion of the assignment. We also have incorporated group presentations on topics, a list of topics that we've chosen, and we've allowed students to self-enroll into groups based on the topic that they're interested in. And it covers all aspects of pop music and some niche subjects, as well as some broad things and more well-known things in music history. And so we'll see now this semester how that goes. This is the first time we've introduced the idea, but it should be very interesting. They're just going to be real quick 5-minute presentations by the group. And then of course doing the online quizzes. We've begun doing that, and it's a bit of a challenge making sure we have all the settings right, but the good folks at Tilt have helped us with deciding what works best.
Okay, so we're looking at ways to, first of all, make the best possible content and the prettiest content that we have. And we're looking maybe at the possibility of a standalone website. So far, I don't feel that what I've put up on Blackboard could be called elegant by any stretch of the imagination. And we're both looking to see if there's ways that we could create a link from Blackboard to a different website that we build that maybe could be a little bit little slicker. And then as the concept of maybe creating even more of the course as an online component, some of the discussions and group presentations may get moved online. And that's about what we've done so far. So thanks for listening.
Thank you.